You know that no left five.
My girl wanna. I think she said she wanna go to Jamaica for my 30th.
That's not bad. I wasn't like I didn't want to go out the country just yet. So this will be like my test trip to see because if this goes well and I feel like comfortable enough being somewhere else, then I'll
Hmm.
start planning out trips. Cause I do want to go to LA. I was gonna go out to LA last year, but you know everything happened. So
You said you move you going to New Orleans on the 18th.
18th, yeah.
You know what's crazy about that?
What's up?
That's my anniversary. Yeah.
Oh shit! What is it? 3 years now?
Hmm.
Just get married, Carlton. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yo, but you want to hear something? You want to hear something even
What's
crazier?
up? What's up?
I didn't know this, but that's my dad and my
Your mom's.
my dad and my stepmom's anniversary.
Oh shit!
I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
it's a
I was like,
sign. It's a
yo, that's some
sign.
weird shit.
That's a sign,
That's
Carlton.
some, that's some weird
Yeah, it's a
shit.
sign. Time to not get the ring pop and just propose.
Nah, let's get a ring pop. Let me get 50
Cause we
cents.
all broke, bro. Never stop.
That's a good one. He traveled. I ain't
It's
gonna
the
say
thought.
nothing
Remember,
else.
it's always the thought that counts. So, ring pops all way.
Oh my god.
Like I genuinely think about that all the time. Like, bro, like shit that people used to do back in like what, like maybe like the 60s or 40s or whatever. Like, people were literally doing like robbing banks and shit. Like, how would you even go about it now? Like, it's fucking nuts.
Right. With all the fucking technology.
Too much goddamn technology. You can't go about that. What you imagine? Imagine you just trying to rob a bank.
Bro,
You already know they got cameras on every block. They
bro,
gonna chase you
it's
from every
so easy
car,
to catch you.
anything you come through.
It's so easy to
Yeah.
catch you that the people they train you to like, yo, just let them take shit because they're gonna get caught one way or the other.
Exactly. Like, go ahead, don't lose a life. We'll trace them. In order to get away with that shit, you need an unmarked plane and a good getaway route. Like that's what you need.
You need help from the boys in blue.
Carlton.
There's gotta be
Yeah.
some crooked cops, some crooked agency, somebody in law enforcement.
Just happened.
Oh no, I was gonna tell you since it was your birthday, I want you to play the Florida Man game. You ever play that game?
What?
The Florida Man game.
The hell's that?
So
Oh, there's always something happening in Florida, right?
right, so the Florida Man game is like you literally put your birthday and Florida Man,
Mm-hmm.
and it will come up. One like article will come up of what some happened someday on that day. Like this, it never fails. I think mine was literally like I think that's why it jogged me because I think mine was like about some dude try to rob a bank by digging a hole and then ended up somewhere else, like in the ground.
20th.
You could do the day,
Florida, what?
or
Florida
you could put the year too. I think you could like I don't know. I'm not too
Oh,
sure.
like the whole year? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see because that'd be weird. Some shit happened
Oh,
on
on like
day
your day you were
after.
born. I don't think I did it
Oh
that way.
my
I think I did my
god.
day.
Let
I
me
think I
see.
did my day.
So you put your birthday
Yeah, so you put May
and Florida
20th,
Man, right?
and then Florida Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I see anything. I might be a clean Florida man. Ha 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 ha. They see something. I don't see nothing say okay. Wait, what? It would happen on fucking the day my birthday on May 20th, 2021.
Oh,
Here
that
we
was the
go.
21st, like today.
Bullshit.
I just googled it myself. Florida
Yeah.
Man with gun shoots at Florida Man with banana. Yeah, yeah. That's literally the headline. Florida Man with
We
gun
used to,
shoots Florida Man with a banana.
who threw a banana at a truck during road rage, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like
I
always some weird
would.
headline in Florida, bro. Like it's wild. Like I don't be getting it.
Yeah, I typed in my name too.
Crazy, man. You found.
17-year-old Rodney was shot while sitting in his car at the gas station.
Oh,
Wow.
you typed in your name and found that? You
Oh,
don't,
yeah,
don't do that. Oh my god,
Carlton, how's
Rodney,
your Dodge?
that's Oh god. What happened in China though, right?
Bro, bro. Honestly, it's a
Oof.
thing. Every time the crypto crashes, that's what they say. It's not even true. Not even fucking true.
They said in China there's a ban in there, but I'm not worried about it. You know, every time some it drops, drop is a drop. And you get it already went to 25 this morning and it went up to 29. So it's like people, if you put in a 25, you're already making more profit.
Yeah, I want to buy it at 25, but I missed my chance.
Yeah, man, it's alright though. I learned how to hold. If it drops, it drops. You know what I'm saying? I didn't start off with a lot of money. I'm sorry if y'all put in a little more than me, but I ain't start off with a lot of money. So I'm still up. You know what I'm saying? Been up. I've been up since 5 cents, 5 cents. So I'm like, shit. It just hurt to see where it was, to see where it is now. Though you're like, fuck. You could have moved. Could have made some moves a little bit better.
Right.
Imagine when it was around 60, 70 cents. I just pulled out when it was like around $900 and just
I would have
let it
invested now. I
drop
would
all
have
the way.
invested that same money right now.
Exactly. But who knew it would drop this low? Like no one knew it was gonna drop this low. But Coinbase is still I've been hearing a lot of shit about them putting Dogecoin, soon, and then
That's why I
and
want
there's
to buy
other things
more.
too. Yeah. I ain't worried about it. All right, I've been looking at stocks, and if you can look on it on a week basis, a month basis, but if you go to like the 3 months to a year basis, you'll see like all the movement changes. Like, it's side, it's side, side. But yeah, motherfucker just turned 30, man.
How does it feel, bro? Finally broke the glass
Shit.
ceiling. It's all downhill from here, literally.
No, it's not.
Back pain.
No, it's not. Don't say that.
No.
Nah, you know what it is?
What's
I've
up?
been feeling older already, so my body been feeling older, so I'm like, shit, I just been embracing it. So by the time I hit 30, it was just like, all right, I finally got the title. I'm gonna go and ask me and leave me alone. Leave me alone, guys. Same stuff. Yeah, it's funny. My dad, he was like, "You turned 30?" I don't remember nothing. He was like, "You turned
My
30?"
family be doing the same thing all the time.
He's like, "I thought you was like 27 or 28." I'm like, dude. I said, he was like, I thought your brother and sister was like 30, 31. I'm like, dude, I'm only a year younger than him. What are you talking about? He's like, man, I'm like, yeah, your youngest is 30 years old, man. So,
Yeah, my family be doing the same thing. Especially since I was born in the time where like I was like the only baby, and now it's like
yeah.
I'm the youngest kid, the youngest kid's kid. So yeah, so everyone
Like,
going like,
Oh,
your
that's
cousins and
weird.
stuff, right?
yeah, huh?
Of that generation.
Weapon?
That's a big
So
deal, man.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
at the time after my like I have younger cousins now, but at the time I was like
but at that time, yeah, like the generation, right? Of that generation.
yeah. So so
Yeah.
every time everyone hears like I'm like a certain age, they were like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" Like I come out of the blue, I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck do you mean?" Like it happened, like that's what should
Yeah.
happen. No, I think they feel that way because then they're like, "Oh shit, then that must be I'm old as fuck." Because if I'm getting
Some
older,
respect on my name. I know how it is. Cause I mean, this just on the New York side, I was like the youngest of my generation. You know, when my cousins came in from Florida, then I'm a little older, just like a couple years though. But for New York, they always try to baby me. I'll be like, yo, chill with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta chill, like. And you already know how I am. So imagine like your family trying to baby me or people trying to baby me. I'm like, get the fuck out of
Oh,
here.
little Carlton.
Yeah, my mom is a fucking. Oh my god, my mom. She don't care how old I get. She's gonna treat me like a kid. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Terrell. Little Terrell.
I mean, it's cool. It's I also thought about obviously we all have like the stigma of being 30, getting older. It feels weird still. It does feel weird like to know like all the stuff that we had
no,
growing up is no longer the popular, is no longer the young. Like even if you watch a clip, I'm like, it looks so damn old school. Like yo, we feel a little old school, but Yeah, it's good to see 30, man. A lot of people don't make it to see that, you
Nah,
know?
you know what it is for me? It's just like everything that I know now is wild. It's so wild. Like everything I know and everything I've experienced. So that adds into that whole stigma of like, yo, 30's old. When it really in reality, let's be honest, it's not. It's really not.
If you
And
get there, you like, it's not that old.
yeah. And then no, because I don't. To be honest, you don't like. I don't know what any age is supposed to feel like because we have that that pretense of like when you're 80 like you get tired faster and stuff like that so you feel old. What's the quote? I don't feel like
Yeah.
I'm turning 30. I feel like I'm fucking still like 19. Give or take some other shit like shit that I can do or like I can't stay up late until infinity anymore and shit like that. But you know,
That's when you know you're getting older because you might have them. And I hear this from a lot of people who's older now too. It's like, you know, you get like only because you're getting older doesn't mean like you know you feel older. I know people who are like parents and been married and parents for like 10, 15 years and they still feeling like they have to figure stuff out. They don't know, they don't know how to do it.
right?
It's like outside looking in, everybody sees like how their maturity, like their way of handling situations might be great, and it's just like to them, it's just like they winging it along the way. They're always learning. Life is a marathon, so it's gonna you're gonna constantly grow. You're gonna constantly get you're gonna constantly grow. You're gonna constantly just like learn new things and just experience new things and just be at different levels of your life.
That's a fact.
Brad, you can say that shit, man. If you want, to say the intro, we gotta do the intro.
Nah, you was getting a little too into it, man.
You got it though. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
That's
Welcome
why I
to
stick.
episode 16 of the Nicole 99 podcast. I'm one of your host, Myron. I got Sprad and Carlton with me. Happy birthday, Carlton. Happy belated. Celebrating Carlton's
Happy
birthday.
birthday to Giles. This is the same guy that tried to bully me in high school, but I had to pull out.
Ah,
I had to pull out the LeBrons one day and dunk on his young ass, and now he's a grown ass
I'm
man.
weak. There's
never,
footage of this?
never.
Yeah, I gotta go searching through the
You
closet.
gotta go pull out your razor phone? Yeah, I got you. Oh,
He wish.
No, but happy belated, Carlton.
Thank
Um,
you.
you just turned 30. That's a milestone for a lot of people here, and in today's age with everything that's going on. I think to a lot of us it's a scary number. To a lot of us it sounds like an old number. Any thoughts? How do you feel turning 30? Did you ever think this day was gonna come when you was a child?
That again?
Did you ever think this day was going to come when you was a child? And how do you feel being 30?
Yeah. I think I would. Of course, I would think I'll be 30. I mean, I never thought about the age of 30 and like how it would be when I was a child. Always thought like, yo, I'm trying to live until I'm 90, almost 100 years old. That's what I'm trying to look like. Obviously, I gotta do a lot more to get there. But you know, yeah. I always thought it kind of creeps up on you. And you always gonna have the bittersweet feelings because you like. And this is just mostly because of societal norms or what you have for expectations. Um, you're expected to have certain things, expected to be in certain places. So, but when you take that away and then you just like realize where you were, say even 5 years ago, and you just be, thankful. And I'm just like, yo, like we just went through a whole pandemic, and I just made the age of 30, bro. Like I'm fucking happy as hell. A lot of people did, growing up where I grew up. A lot of people kind of get straight away. Don't get the resources. You don't get that. Don't get everything that you need to like. I guess make it in America. So you gotta like kind of fight for it. And some people go about it in a way where it kind of just like misleads them. And I'm just grateful that I always was able to have like sharp mind, a sharp head to like go the right way, go the right direction. to get to where I'm at. You know? 30 years old, I feel a lot wiser than I was at like 25. You know what I'm saying? So
I always say that's the magic number, 25, or like you heard like maturity finally really sets in. So
25?
yeah,
yeah,
nigga, reality set in at like fucking 19 for me, bro. I didn't experience shit. I got I got a lot of experience with just life and just like I mean, y'all both know when at work if I'm like giving advice to people and shit like that, I'm always giving them a life story. But that's not for now. But yeah, so yeah, you gotta experience life in different ways, and again, every like you might say at 25, that's when you start experiencing life. At 30, you're gonna experience more life. At 35, you're gonna experience more life. At 40, you're gonna experience things that we didn't know at 35. So
Right. And you know what? Sorry to cut you off, but I think the way you phrased it is perfectly. I think a lot of people from previous generations, especially people from my background, we look at it as the older you get, the shorter time of you like completing certain things in your life. When it's just like, I think our generation looks at it now. It's like, okay, we were 25 5 years ago. Now we're all about to be 30, and we're taking what we learned from 25 to 29 and we're taking that with us to progress in life. We're not looking at, all right, the next 5 years when we're 30, then 35, then 40 as like our time is running out. It's like a ladder of progression in life instead of where it's just like, you know what, my life is on a decline. And I think that's probably the biggest difference between like our generation and the older generations. Do you agree with that, Myron?
no, 100%, 100%. I agree with you. And yeah, just going back to like the whole you always it's like it's true what they say when you never stop growing and never stop learning and stuff like that, because like everything is like everything grows with you, so there's always new stuff that you have to like retain and learn and stuff like that. So I totally agree with you, what both of you just said.
To line up the mood a little bit, Carson, when you turned 30 a couple of days ago, did your back start hurting? Fucking
How many
Live my
how
bag.
some
many
arthritis in your wrist?
how many bottles of Bengay you buy to get ready for this
wow.
journey?
Listen, my back is about 40 years old already, so that nigga he been through it already. So of course my back was hurting. Let me say, of course my back was hurting. Bengay, I should buy some. I need to start talking to Shaq. Like, yo, Shaq, cook me on some barbecue chicken and some Bengay, bro. I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But not
Any new gray hairs
nah,
when you
man.
woke up that morning?
Nah, I'm trying to regain my youth. Fuck are you talking about? I'm regaining my youth at this point. It's funny that y'all was saying that though. It's like you turn when you I guess like I guess the middle your mid 20s, like say the 25 to 29, start thinking like oh my god, like this is breaking down. My body is this. Oh, I didn't get this yet. I haven't reached that yet. Oh, this is over. Oh, I wasted too much time. I'm like, yo, life is a fucking marathon, bro. Life is a marathon, bro. Telling you. And life works with people different ways. There's something I might have learned
Right.
when I was like 15 or 18. I was able to experience a lot of traveling when I was younger. But I know people who didn't, and now they like traveling more than I did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Different time. So you can't really compare it to others. You can't compare it to societal norms. I compare it to who you were 5 years ago, who you were 10 years ago, goals that you set. Did you get to where you wanted to be? Was there any? Obviously, you're gonna find some find things that stopped you along the way. But like, where were you? Where were you a few years ago? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm in a great position. Got my own crib. I'm living with my girlfriend. I'm a fucking boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we look at us. We creating our own stuff. Getting into stocks. I'm like, yo, 5 years ago, I was just graduating probably. I think I was just graduating. Maybe like a year before that or a year after that or something like that, Graduating college, trying to find a career, what to do. know what I'm saying? Like, still living with my parent, my mom, my sis, still being reliant on others. I'm like, yo, I'm in a great spot right now.
You gain
People want,
some
huh?
dependency and some direction. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
And
It's like
those
you got a
are
clear vision too, huh?
right, and those are the little things we often take for granted because we just look at the bigger picture. The flashes, the riches, the braggadocious things, a house, car.
Right.
Yeah. And to be honest, like that's cool, but that's not even one of my goals. I don't even want all that. I want to have some sustainability, me and my family, like wealth. You understand? Land,
You talk about future family or current family?
current family, and future family.
Oh, it sounded like he was cooking up something over there, right? Little Carltons
No,
running
no, no,
around.
no, no. Oh, I see what you're trying to go through. I'm trying to have a little more fun, and again, if I'm trying to like grind out for the next 10 years, I don't know if having a kid right now might be a good idea. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to wait until I'm 40 to have a fucking kid, though.
Just know the longer you wait, the more the window of me babysitting closes.
I'm weak.
Yo, my cousin said the same thing. My cousin was like, "You gonna wait too long to have kids, and you ain't gonna have no cousins to play with. They're gonna be traveling, and they ain't gonna
Yo.
have time for your kids." I'm like, "Oof." I'm like, "Hey, fine. That's okay. Do you think?" Nah, but yeah, like just to have wealth and just like just to have that like long term income, long term success, man. So like, ain't gonna come from buying a whole bunch of cars and flashy stuff. It's gonna come from investments. It's gonna come from grinding out. It's gonna come from learning these stocks, creating multiple sources of income. Understand? And just financial management. That's probably the biggest one. But even more key too is just having the energy and like and being the right health. Go about that. You know. I think that's my biggest challenge going forward. I was in shape once, and I just need to find a way to sustain that, especially with these back injuries and shit like that. So,
Just go down to
Miami,
Miami or Phoenix, man. You're gonna be all right. Give,
word,
give
give
Shaq a
Phoenix that.
call. Oh, holla at my man CP3 down in Phoenix, man. Be all right, man. 30 is gonna be the best year of our lives, man. It's gonna be the best.
Yeah,
I agree. I honestly agree. Cause I
Gray
feel.
yeah,
hairs and all, it's gonna be
yeah.
our best year.
Oh no, I'm keeping my gray hairs, man. I'm hype. I can't wait to have like that salt pepper hair. Looking mad distinguished.
Yo, what's funny when it comes to athleticism? People would be like, "Oh, by the age of 30, you don't have what you had before." I know people who is 50 who cook people that's in college. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. You
Just
don't gotta tell me.
yeah, you still,
I see it
but
every
yo,
morning in the gym.
huh? Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. No motherfucker look at you like little boy, like what you yeah. It's crazy. So I'm like, yo, imagine Sprad, you got a head start. You like you said, you be in the gym, you see that stuff. So imagine you stay consistent for the next 20 years.
And you know what?
50.
That's my mindset for 30 and on. I don't want to be an old 30, or old 35-year-old, or old 40.
You want to be a hip, athletic, older dude.
Right. Where they don't even look at you for your age. They look at you for who you are.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I
Sprad,
would
Sprad
definitely want to
trying
be
to
that.
be one of them. I'm trying to be one of them older niggas that be walking around Harlem with fitteds on. You said the only reason why I'm a father because I got my daughter with me. Besides that, you thought that was something else. I'm sorry.
Now Sprad's gonna be
That's
walking
all
around like with his son, talking about like, oh, is that your brother or your dad?
Yeah, I'm trying to be like that.
I used to hate that shit. They used to say my mom that about my mom. I'm like, fuck out of here, bro. She ain't my sister.
You know what? That's worse when it's like a daughter and a mother.
Yeah, it's hella worse.
Is that your oldest sister or your? No, that's my mom. Don't gas her head. Like,
Bro, but they be mad gassed. It's too late.
yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, I said that to Stephanie when I saw her mom.
Hype.
I was trying, I was trying to be respectful. I'm like, they look just alike. That might be her older sister.
She
Oh,
react.
yeah. She was like, no, that's my mom.
Probably rolled the eyes like, fuck out of here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Myron from the Code 99 Podcast, and I'm here to tell you how you can help us make the podcast better. You can go to your Apple Podcast, your Spotify, or your platform of choice and leave us a comment review. This helps us with our visibility and helps us be better. So don't forget to follow us at Code 99 Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Here we're going to fill you in on what's going on with the podcast and update you, the listeners. Free feel to reach out to us and comment and like and all that stuff. And plus, we get to interact with you guys, our listeners, which is really important so we can build that audience. Catch you on the next episode and see what we unlock.
Yo, I got a question for y'all too. So now that y'all are approaching the age of 30, what are like some of y'all some things you're looking forward to and some things you fear?
I'm gonna let Myra answer this first.
Honestly, I don't feel too much because, like I said earlier, I feel like I lived like a 40-year-old's lifetime because I feel like our age like tended to like, or at least our generation tended to like grow up a little too quick and didn't like, enjoy the time as it is, but it is what it is, but yeah, I'm not afraid of too much, and I'm just looking forward to the finer things. I feel like the finer things come in life after that are coming up. That we look forward to. Like you said, Carlton wants to create wealth. That's because he wants to bring have a home and all that stuff. I'm looking to all that stuff. I'm looking to I can't wait to finance a house or something like that. Like that's what I'm looking forward to. Like those things.
Land.
Yeah, like I want to buy all that stuff. I want to do that. I feel like I could. I feel like now that I'm older, and then you finally start working, you have an income and all that stuff. You can finally do the things you always wanted to do, because I think that's something that's not translated like when you're younger. I don't think people tell you that. People tell you to never stop dreaming, right? But I think the problem is that when you're younger and you're dreaming, you want to do all these things. You get so caught up in the fact that I want to do this, but I don't know how to do it, and the fact that we know how to do these things, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So I want, I've always wanted to do, I wanted to have a gallery or something, show whether showcase my work or showcase everyone else's work. I can do that now, I could find the assets or save the money, raise the money to do these things, I couldn't do that at 19. I couldn't do that at 23, but it's something I always wanted to do. So I'm that's what I mean when I say finer things. I want to do that kind of stuff. I want to experience so many things. I used to make fun all the time when I was younger how my aunt used to work at Madison Square Garden. We all used to watch wrestling. I used to beg her to yo, just take me to a show or something. And this was before I think right before I was born is when she had lost the job, but she tells me stories about MSG, and I'm like, damn, you couldn't have taken me or something like that. But I do that myself now, if WWE's about to start touring again, obviously if they come to New York City, I'm gonna see if I could go catch a show, because that's just something I can do now, which is dope. And it's only gonna get better, especially now that I have my girl and all this stuff. We get to experience things together, and it's just gonna be dope. I think you hit a point in your life when everything just seems like it's gonna be fine. You're not always feel like it's gonna be a dire situation or something's gonna go wrong at any moment. I think everything just goes smoothly from here on out.
I hear you on that. What about you, Sprat?
I think to piggyback on what Myron said, it comes with knowledge and then dependency and just also experiments and I think when you're younger, it's just you lack the knowledge, and then as you get older, you have the knowledge, and it's just about actually going out and doing things. For myself, what I fear, two things: complacency, and I don't want to have the mindset of trying to live my life on a timeline. I think probably up to 25, I had that mentality. Kind of got away from it, and I'm trying to like stay away from it because sometimes you have those days where you're just like caught up in your thoughts and you start thinking about your age and what you wanted and how you don't have it yet, and then you're just like, oh my god, I'm supposed to have this already. I'm fucking 30 something or whatever, how old. I'm trying to completely, diminish that mentality. What I'm looking forward to, what am I excited about? I don't know. As long as those first two things I named, I take care of my fears and I don't let them take over me. I think I'll be fine. I'm just gonna embrace it. I think when you're a kid and you're like in elementary school, everybody wants to get to the teenage age, and then you want to get to 21 because that's the age where you can do everything, and then it's just like for whatever reason in our mind, most of us from Black and Latino communities, like 30 sounds old. I don't know if it's the context with our friends and family, when we're younger, they speak about the age 30, or it's just like, oh, by 30 you should have this, and that, but it just sounds fucking old. And I'm not fucking old. My back may hurt certain days. I may work long shifts. I may not sleep 8 hours some nights. Some nights I may go to sleep early at 8, but I'm not old. I have my little support system of my daughter and the girls and nieces telling me I'm not old yet, and that's all I need. I told Steph that I'm gonna get into the best shape of my life. Um, Now I'm just like Carlton. Just you're wiser now, and we are more resourceful. So it's just like I want generational wealth as well, and just learning how to apply myself more, even if the end goal, what I'm seeking, doesn't come as quick as I want it to.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I want all the monies to be able to do everything and anything.
And another way to look at it, if you think about it, like you know, most people look up in our communities, they look up to Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't get on until he was like 27, 28. The man didn't become a billionaire to what, like 3, 4 years ago, and what he was like
50?
mid 40s.
Oh, I thought it was already 50, to be honest.
No, he's 50 now,
Oh,
but like when he became one,
oh, a
he was like
billionaire, yeah.
mid 40s, late 40s. Like it's a journey.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of people who reach their peak in life or whatever, at the early 20s, 25, and then the rest of their life is like on a slope, is on a steep,
Mm-hmm.
and sucks to be them, but
Some people
it's
don't live
about
until the age
progression.
of 40.
Right.
The only thing in life that's gonna progress is your fucking age. It's gonna progress, and how well you can function that might decline, but everything else is still there. All of the tools, all of the resources, and it's up to you. And if you have the will and the determination to put everything together.
No, yeah, yeah.
Listen, niggas is not old yet.
Niggas is
Let's be
old, yeah.
clear.
How
Nah,
old do
bro.
you want to get?
It just
Older.
started.
The younger generation, so we feel older. They don't feel like the youth anymore.
Bro, I mean, it's just... it's
Inside, you feel like youthful.
I'm like I'm telling you, it's the little things that, like, people say they make them feel like... I never thought I was going to know, like... what was it, like at the age of like 27? Oh no, not even at the age of 7. I could say now, like right now, I didn't know I was gonna know so many people divorced and so many people who have 10-year-olds and all that stuff. Like that's probably like why people feel like, oh damn, it's old, because like so many things you are like like adjusted to learning in life seem like the, like having kids is like at the, not the back end but later in life, like being married and all that stuff. But I know a whole bunch of people that already did that already. So that's probably one of the reasons why people feel like, oh, 30 is old or whatever, because you like did what you're supposed to do when you're older or stuff like that,
Exactly. You get pressurized from everybody else shit. You gotta just look at yourself. You gotta look at yourself and what you want. You know, you can't really compare yourself to others
Right, right.
when it comes to that. You can't, you know,
It's a
again,
different path
that,
of
that goes
life.
back to yeah. And yeah, like, you know, I got a lot of family in Florida who you know, been had kids. A lot of them like my age or, you know, maybe younger. They had kids, they got family and everything. New York, you either have kids young or you have kids old. Like that's how it is. I mean, it's not how it is, but you just have different paths. Everyone has their own path. You can't really compare. Just look in the mirror and see what you want. That's all it is.
What would look into at 40? Huh?
No, don't
Let me do that.
What do you look at the 40? To still have no gray hairs.
Dub. No, sorry.
Still have a hairline for me.
Well,
That's
mine
what
was
I'm
going
looking
by
for.
40, so I ain't asking for that shit.
Listen, my pops is in his 70s and he still got his hairline, so I'm in good shape.
It's the mom's genetics that determine the hair, so you gotta look on your mom's side.
Well, there's not a
Is
lot
it?
of men
That's
on my
Yeah.
mom's
you.
side, so
It ain't that. It ain't that side. Not for me. I would have a full grown beard if it was for that.
Oh.
well, I'm a hairy motherfucker. Oh, I mean,
Oh, hey,
I don't think you'll see his body shapes.
one more thing about the 30s. You know, no disrespect. I'ma just say it. That's where all the fine looking women is at in their 30s.
I'm weak.
Listen, we all in relationships. You don't want to go down that path. You over here trying to get us in trouble. Like, yeah, like no.
Just had to put that out there. Don't kill
I
us. I
plead the
just had to
fifth.
put that
I'm
out.
Switzerland in this.
Listen, they say men don't have the best sex life until they're in their 40s.
Look,
Oh, I never
we're
heard
gonna
that. I
put
thought it was
some
your
change in that.
20s.
They said men are in their prime in their 40s.
Oh, I didn't know.
They get the
Wait,
most
whoa,
women.
whoa. Run that back.
And
You
they
said,
are in their prime when they're in their 40s.
man, when the fuck did you read that?
You gotta read up on it, man.
Wait, Mara, you said
I
you said
heard,
our sex, right?
yeah, sex peaks. I've heard that sex peak for dudes at 20.
Right. So that. Also, where the
Right.
fuck you
Well,
got
not
40?
sexual prime, not
Oh,
sexual
he's talking
primes,
about
but
like,
as far as getting
like
women.
appearance fine. Like, yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes
Oh,
sense.
copy.
Appearance, status.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a friend who's dating someone in their 40s. I didn't see a picture of him, but it makes sense. It makes sense.
All that
Yeah.
shit.
This is the reason why I guess girls like older dudes. Because they do taxes and stuff, you know? That's why.
I was always like older dudes. I don't know if anyone ever noticed that. I just, it's like you could have everything, or you could be on the same level as a girl that's on your age, but they don't want that. They want somebody older, more mature.
Yep.
And there's always this little fucking this thing that women mature quicker than men, so their minds are a little more mature than ours, and so they seek older gentlemen.
30's the new 20.
Big facts.
It's a new 18, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah, it used to be. You remember 18? 18 used to be like you're adult now. You go out and move out on your own, and
Bro, I used to say that all the time. I had a cousin who was literally like in love with that phrase. He's like, yo, when I'm 18, I'm going to move out. 18 hits. Clearly, you're not moving out anytime soon. Not in New York City, at least.
nigga, you gotta
Yeah,
go to
what-
college, bro. You gotta-
Once you get a little
Okay,
older
good
and you
thing.
start seeing how expensive things are, you're like, yeah, 18 sounds more like 25.
And then 25 turns to 30, bro.
5 turn to 30. Then boom. And boom. Body aches. So- early bedtimes.
Yeah, that's a
Mm.
fact.
That's when you'd rather sit in and watch a show than go in and get something to drink. So you can no longer get hangovers because you're dead after that. So
And you don't recover as fast. Nope.
you'll recover
Bro, I
where
used to wake up like nothing, and now the worst that happens is like a stomach ache, and a nice headache. Crazy. Nah, you can't even drink anymore. So
So waking up early, I
hold
could do that. I could still do that.
do y'all remember how it felt to be like young or like around like 18 college years. You remember how it felt to be like have that energy?
Yeah, I hated it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. uh,
I
uh,
remember, yeah.
I had the energy to do a lot of stuff, but I never did like I never really did stuff. Like I was always like such an indoor kid. Not indoor in the sense of like I play a lot of video games, so like I will go out and play basketball once on Blue Moon or soccer or whatever, but that's about it.
Yeah, speaking of basketball, that's where I could notice the difference. I mean, I haven't touched the ball in like I don't know, probably a year, but that second jump, that quick explosive jump, I know it's not there at 30 every single position like it was at possession like it was at 18.
Yo, funny you say that. Yeah, I remember being young. I remember I was probably like 13. I remember I sprained my ankle, like legit rolled it. You know how you used to just like land on it and just roll.
Yeah.
I did that to my ankle, and I remember I was able to still play for at least 10 hours, like because I went into the morning and you play it till nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
And like then you probably is sore the next day, and then you go back out and play.
Yeah. You sore nowadays. You ain't going out for like a whole month.
Yo, the
Bro.
soreness, period. Soreness, you don't even have to hurt yourself. If you hurt yourself, it's over. You out.
Yeah,
You
I'm
completely out.
out.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
That was me yesterday, bro. I went out Friday for an interview. So I was out, and then I met her with a friend afterwards, and I picked up my girl after she got out of work. So I was out like out. The next day, bro, all we did was walk and have dinner, bro, and I was fucking exhausted. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how do you even do anything? This is wild.
Yeah. No, you gotta train yourself at this. And that's one thing. When you get older, you gotta exercise more. Your body don't work the same way. So, and you also gotta get more rest because your body don't work the same way. You gotta rely on that stuff in order to keep that energy. So it's bad to
That's a
understand that
fact.
shit. This
Yeah,
is like a key to like you wake up early enough to exercise. If you get the exercise in the morning, then like your heart rate is up and the rest of the day should be easy type shit. So little things like
even like yeah, and that's a good point because like when you're 18 and you have to be somewhere at 6, you'll be like, oh, I'll just get up at 5 and I'll be out the door in like 30 minutes. Well, now it's just like I need like an extra hour, hit snooze a couple times, like.
So I remember I would like legit be off of 2 hours of sleep, and this is working as a manager. It's like a legit 2 hours of sleep because I'll work in the morning, then I'll have my fun in the nighttime, get home in the middle of the night or like whatever 12, 1 o'clock in the night. I legit go to sleep at like maybe 3, 4 o'clock, wake up at 6, start my day. I was able to go like that. Like, a problem. Go to work, have mad energy, just busting everything out, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, maybe like up until like 2 years ago, that's when it was like everything started dragging on me. I'm like, oh shit, what was I doing? Like, oh, 2 hours of sleep. Oh my god! Like I feel like I'm in a daze right now. My body's not even functioning. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, what have I done to myself? Like, yeah, I remember one time I legit like partied all night. We went to a hotel party with Bino.
Oh
What's up,
yeah.
Bino?
Shout out
We
to
had a
Bino.
hotel party and we was getting super lit. It was a bunch of us. We was getting super lit. I mean, I was getting sauce and everything. And I had work in the morning. Bruh, I took like maybe a 30, 45 minute nap. The hotel changed. Then went to work like with no rest. Like a little bit of a hang. Shit was funny. And then like another one of my managers was like, they was like, Arthur, you better come to work. I know you're gonna be going out to that party. I know you ain't gonna be showing up. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna show up. So I'm like, I definitely gotta show up because they already know I'm going. So if I don't show up, I'm in fucking trouble. So
But that
I
was
showed
also
up.
the thing too. Like to show up to work. Like if you didn't show up, like oh, like you can't hang. Like you weak. Like So that was always the thing. Show up to work. Prove that you can party, get drunk, and show up to work and make it to
Or
work.
you can handle all this shit. Like, yeah,
Bragging
no,
rights.
exactly. Like, I'm elite, nigga. I'm elite. You know what I'm talking about? I can handle that. That. Man, that shit caught up to me. I was like, nah, I can't even drink Red Bulls anymore. That was terrible. All that shit was just like terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? And I last year I was just like the end of last year I was just like, you know what? I can't handle this shit either. My body is not built for it no more. But I think also being home, during the pandemic, I think that played a part in it for me last year. But like even now with my schedule, some days I can
Yeah.
handle it, some days I can't. And Friday was one of those days I was just like extremely exhausted. I think I even got sick because of it. Like Friday night I just felt like shit.
Mm.
And
So
it's
I
crazy too.
got.
Like the Red Bulls, like
What's
you
up?
said, Carlton, the Monsters. Yeah, I don't even try to drink one of those. My thing is get home, finish what you have to do throughout the day, go to sleep as early as you can. I don't even like rely on a Monster or a Red Bull.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If I have one, it's just because I want one. I don't need it. I drink coffee, but now I'm like drinking more water in the morning. Yeah, nah, I used to legit have a routine. Like, I know I drink my little coffee in the morning. I have my breakfast that gives me my energy. Blah blah blah. By the middle of the day, I'm gonna have my Red Bull. That gonna give me that. That's gonna give me that charge for the. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that shit. Nah, that was dumb. That shit leads to too many problems, man. Too much acid in your stomach. Um, but yo, I got one more question.
All right.
Any hobbies that you guys had, say 5 to 10 years ago that Oh no, any hobby that you have now that you didn't have, say 5 to 10 years ago.
Scheduling.
What?
Scheduling. I schedule a lot of shit. Like I literally sit down and pencil shit in, and I love collecting planners and stuff.
Mm.
Organization. And
No. I guess you could say that, but like, yeah, organize it. But I always like officey stuff like that. That's always been a part of me. But like, sit down and actually planning stuff up. Like, yeah, I like that. I never
okay.
used to do that. I would just go off the top of the head. But now, I can't do that anymore. I have too much going. When you have too much going on, you just can't do that.
Third. No, you feel like at a certain point everything you scrambling, right?
Exactly.
Like I need some order. I need to slow this down. Just take a minute to
100%, bro. I feel like okay, I'm way too much has happened. Let me just sit down and take a moment.
any hobbies that you got rid of, Myron? Or any habits, hobbies? Or
Uh,
music taste?
any
Yeah,
what?
actually. Music taste, television shows, comedy, anything that like change, your taste change, or you don't do anymore that.
Not that comes to mind. To be honest, I pretty much still do the same thing. I still play my video games. I still watch my wrestling. I still watch my basketball.
I got you. Yeah, I watch. It's funny. I watch like basketball and wrestling differently now, though. Especially wrestling.
I do watch those things differently. I do play my games differently because I take it in as a different like perfect example. This game just came out a week ago. This came out 2007. What are that? 14 years ago. I ran through that game because I wanted to play the second part because of like the second part was coming out soon, and I found out that the save transfers from that first game into the second one. So if you make choices in that first
Fire.
game, they carry over to the game. So if you kill some dude that's important in the first game, you asked out. He's not showing up in the second game. So
Got you.
they just remastered it so I could play it, and I'm literally taking it in so differently. And I'm paying more attention to stuff, and hearing in on the story and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's what it is. I think my intake of stuff is different. I'll see it through a different kind of eye. It's no longer about like, oh yeah, I'm hyped to see The Rock. It's more like, I wonder what they're gonna do with this wrestler type shit.
Okay. Gotcha. What about you, Sprag?
Hmm. Da, 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 da. That's a good question. I
That's a really
probably
good one.
watch basketball less.
Mm.
Um, I still
Too.
try to watch. Before I was just like, yo, I'll watch any fucking
I
game.
just watch playoff basketball now. I don't. I don't
No,
regular season. That shit not to me.
I watch some of the regular season stuff. Like when
Only
I'm like,
certain matchups. Bad.
but I get that though, because I used to throw on every game. Like those double headers on TNT, I still don't know how I used to
Yeah, I
stay up
didn't
for
give a
doubles.
fuck who it was. It could be Pelicans against Kings. I'm like, all right, I'm watching
You know
this
what it
shit.
is
Like,
now though? As we got older though, everyone else is getting like blown out for some fucking reason. Charles Barkley's right, bro. Some of these games be boring as fuck. So
yeah,
back then I
that's
feel like
why.
it was
Yeah,
more comp, but
It's too many young players. Not enough
yeah,
experience anymore.
that's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
They
There's too
be
many
running
young players.
around. We be watching AAU games though. That's why. They just got high talent with no IQ.
Right. So we watching a bunch of G League shit. To be honest, sprinkled in with a few superstars.
That's why I wait to the playoffs when people actually get serious. That's when you learn. Like if you think about LeBron and D Wade and Melo, like even Kobe and stuff, like they made their name in the playoffs, man. That's when everything matters.
Chris
But
Paul got an injury.
oh yeah, I just see him on
you
the
got an
floor.
injury. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, watching the game at the same time, live. Well, this won't be live when we air it. But yeah, yeah. No, I think what you said, Myron, about planning. I do a lot more. Like me and my girl, we got a whole board. We got a whole big calendar where we keep track of all our bills and we keep track of dates where we have to do things. We
soon
gotta
I'm still gonna share a
we even like
character. Yeah, oh, I know that feeling.
we even put on the calendar like our chores. Like we rotate chores and stuff, so we make sure the house get clean. Without missing like too much or like getting it out of hand or whatever.
Yeah,
And keeping everybody keep each other
when or if
accountable.
I have kids, bro, they're gonna be tired of me because I'm gonna schedule everything. They're gonna hate
Oh,
me when
dude.
it's like I don't know, like I guess I schedule like some dinner and they're gonna like that dinner. I'm like, well, you tough titties, you gonna eat it or not?
Order in the court. You're eating now. Put your shit away.
Exactly.
Kids ain't getting no phone until they in high school. Fuck that.
Big facts.
I don't care. TikTok. You better
Tick
get a
not.
fucking
Let me
watch,
stop.
nigga. What you talking about? Watch that TikTok. I ain't giving you no damn phone. Gotta,
Well,
Another thing that's just changed for me is I'm in the gym more and uh I'm not as headstrong and stubborn as I was. Still stubborn, but not as stubborn. I'm not as sarcastic as I used to be. Still hyper, but I learned when to turn it off on the crazy moments where you don't know what I'm about to say or do next.
wow.
Um,
Believe
uh,
that.
I think I'm more outgoing. I think
Mm.
10 years ago, people were just like, "Oh yeah, he's like really quiet and shy," or "He looks mean," or like, "Does he talk?" And I feel like the past 10 years, I kind of like wanted to change that about me, and kind of worked out for the better. And then I had moments where I was just like, "Eh, it really hasn't." Um, I think I'm definitely like more open to like ideas and things like that. Like before, there was no way you would like see me on a date at like Color Me Mine or like spending a spending the afternoon in a park like 10 years ago. And nah, I would have been like, this shit is whack. I'm not doing this shit. Yeah, that's about it for me. Yeah.
That's some good stuff. I'm more open minded too. I try to break that whole like stigma of a tourist being stubborn. But sometimes that shit fucks me over, so I gotta get stubborn. But nah, you right about a lot of that stuff though. I'm not in the gym more, but I have more mentality of just being healthy, just having
you're more
eating the
conscious
right
of
thing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just living a nice balanced lifestyle. And yeah, I mean, and again, I want to work hard, and I'm trying to work hard and like get that sustainability, but I'm not. It's like it's a difference. It's not like chasing money more than it is chasing like certain goals. Obviously, you're gonna need the money and certain goals I have, but doing it my way, just not going after anything, like just not going after any job and be like, oh, yeah, I have the qualifications and I can make six figures here, so let me just go towards this. Like I want to do something that like that truly can warms up my damn soul. Like I don't give a shit. I could come in and do it every day. Not worry about it. You know. Only a few things. It's like basketball and then like honestly this content creation, this production stuff. That's one of those things that grew on me. I mean, I kind of grew since when I started doing that. Uh, essentially a few years ago. It was like my first real exposure towards that stuff. But just being able to, and I know Myron, you know, obviously me and you, we was trying to do this a few years ago. People don't know that.
Right.
We were trying to do this before everyone was trying to do a podcast. So that's the only reason why I'm doing this now, because I don't care if everybody think we over here biting. We definitely not, because this was an idea that and as again, I put that on hold. We both put it on hold because we both got a job and I got my promotion. And then when we just focus on work.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not gonna say I regret that, because I learned a lot out of it. I got a lot of money out of it, and I was able to,
Big time.
hold sustainability. But I really do wish I probably put more focus on building something of our own versus, focusing on someone else's company. So besides that, yeah, kind of hit everything else. How did we crack the code?
I believe we did.
Yeah, we definitely did.
It's a good combo. Good combo. Us gentlemen are getting a little older, so we had to go back and share some of our wisdom and go back to our youth and tell the audience how it is on reaching 30.
I got a good question for all of us to answer. If you was 21, what would you tell yourself, or how would your approach on life would be if you could go back?
Save more money.
Yep. Basically.
That's the only thing I regret not doing. I feel like I should have started saving more money earlier on.
Save and invest more. That's definitely would have been it. Like, I remember I used to get like checks from school, like tuition reimbursement checks.
Well, then again, I didn't have really a steady job for a long time, so I'm not too mad at it. So
I'm mad at it because if I would have took even a couple hundred of those and just saved it and or invested in something, and that's only because I didn't know anything about in stocks and stuff. That's the only thing that you was interested in. But to be honest, I ain't learned that shit in no Mercy College. Did you learn that shit in Mercy College? They teach you that shit, Brian?
no, I mean my thing is like I wouldn't give. Honestly, I wouldn't have the energy to keep up with stocks. So that's what I'm saying. I would have just saved my money.
I always had a business mindset. I went to school for business. That would have been me. I love graphs. I love moving numbers. I love math and shit. So I would definitely love that shit. What about you though, Sprad?
What would I tell 20-year-old? Less relationships. I would say save more, but I really feel like I didn't really spend my money recklessly. I didn't get myself into no financial debt at 21, but save money, just do more. I feel like a lot of us was just like, I'm 20, 21, you just letting life just like float. I would just tell myself, do more and ask for help. When you don't know something, don't be this arrogant, stubborn ass, think you know it all 20-year-old that's just like, I ain't gonna ask somebody for help. Or what I'm gonna ask these older people that are like outdated or whatever for help.
Mm.
Just do more. If I had to give myself 2 words of advice, do more. And fucking read. And read.
Mm. Right.
But that was episode 15.
16, 16.
16, episode 16 of the Code 99 podcast on turning 30. Three guys, one code. Check us out next time. It's your boy Sprad.
Myron.
The boy called G.
Remember to follow us on social media, guys. Hit
Word.
up on the
Follow us.
TikToks, the
Instagram.
IGs, Twitters. Shit,
Follow them.
I might just spice up the Discord and start inviting people to the Discord.
Yeah. All right, let's do it any way we can.
Yeah.
OnlyFans coming next, Code 99 edition. I'm joking.